Jesus appeared to the 11 and said to them, "Go into the whole world and proclaim the gospel to every creature." Jesus is raised from the dead, and we hear the very words of our Lord raised from the dead in his command to go out into the whole world and proclaim the gospel. In the four Gospels that we have, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, today we celebrate the feast of St. Mark, the first of the evangelists. And the presentation of Jesus is that he is in a hurry. What he has come to proclaim and what he has come to do, he is in a hurry to get it done. He doesn't rest very much. He goes from town to town, village to village. He proclaims the power of God and confirms it with his mighty deeds. And he has brought along with him these disciples, and now after he's raised from the dead, Judas has gone off and hung himself. So Jesus gathers the 11 and gives them this command to go out to all the nations and proclaim the mighty works of God. Now, think of the 11 who are now given this task of proclaiming the gospel with all of their unique qualities, with all of their strengths and all of their weaknesses. And consider that we are more than 2,000 years into this project. We continue to proclaim the gospel by our lives. And there are evangelists, there are apostles, there are catechists, there are people who, from every walk of life, who have embraced this gospel and continue to preach it. When we celebrate the feast of someone like an evangelist or the writers of the Gospels, this has found its roots in the lives of many people who proclaim the gospel. On days like this, I pause and I think of the many people who have influenced me by the way that they have allowed this gospel to take root in their lives. Now, some of them might remind me of the Jesus of the Gospel of St. Matthew, this mature, this is the time of fulfillment. But then I think of the people who are, in a hurry, those who are harried, those who are hurried, those who are very busy, and the example that they have given me. I think of the original who presented this, St. Mark. We owe a great debt of gratitude to Mark, the first writer of the Gospels, and to those others who gave their insight into who Jesus is. But let's not forget those whose influence in our lives have been so important. Because you know what? We also influence people by the way that we live our lives, through the way that we are willing to forgive, the way that we are willing to love, and the way that we are willing to serve. Christ continues to come through to the world through the actions and the lives of those who have faith. May others be drawn to the love of God by the way that we also live our lives, because we carry this sacred duty in our lives also.